Good evening, everybody across the nation, around the world. This is the NECA King, and today we are talking about how sad it is, potentially how sad it is, that Playmates is going to be losing the Ninja Turtles license, because you know what? It's been 40 years of fun, folks. Okay? I hate to say it like that, but you and I both know it's been 40 years of fun. No, seriously, like, I was thinking about this recently as I was perusing the aisles of Target about how, like, I just wanted to bring home these. I wanted to bring home the battle turtles. And I haven't really bought any of the Mutant Mayhem turtles because I don't buy that kind of stuff, right? I buy the NECA stuff. I buy the mid-level, middling, I'm too broke to afford real collectibles, but I want to buy some shit stuff like NECA and McFarlane and Super 7 and Joy Toy. That's kind of my jam. I got one Joy Toy. I'm looking at these Mutant Mayhem stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I really like these Mutant Mayhem designs. Now, I have a specific kind of attachment to Mutant Mayhem because it was the first movie I saw with my son.
I got some popcorn.
You want to get some popcorn?
Yeah, cowabunga popcorn.
Cowabunga popcorn. On the big screen at the drive-in. And the first movie that I saw when I was a kid was Batman '89 at the drive-in with my parents and my brothers. And so I got to recreate that magic with my son, but it was Mutant Mayhem. And honestly, I liked the movie. It was fun. Look, Ninja Turtle stuff is just fun. This is what this video is all about. We have grown up, okay? And we're not fun anymore. That's kind of the thrust of this video. We've grown up and we're not fun anymore. But Ninja Turtles is still fun. The reason why we pass it up now is because we're not. I was thinking about that because I was like, oh, I don't buy that stuff. And then I finally saw the Battle Royale Rocksteady, and Bebop and Rocksteady, and especially the Rocksteady. He's just so, like, his head is like a third of the entire figure. So I want to do a review and an unboxing of not only this, but I got the I got the CHROMEDOME, what's it called, the Christmas episode of the CHROMEDOME. Let's crack these open. Let's get some shots of them, and let's talk a little bit about Playmates Battle Arena. So right off the bat, we're talking about Playmates children's toys. Okay, these are children's toys. So to even be talking about things like paint apps and posability and articulation is kind of to fly in the face of what we're even doing here. It's to be completely disingenuous and stupid, but we're going to talk about that stuff anyway. The first thing I want to point out is these shoulder pads. Now, NECA could learn a lot from this. There are so many fucking NECA figures that I have where the shoulder pads are easily ripped off just by raising the figure's arms. Just add the movable shoulder pads. That's it. Now, this was my CHROMEDOME that came opened. Thank you, Target. Thank you for opening that one for me. But again, you know, even beyond all that, even beyond saying, oh, you know, these are children's toys, I think that they look great. They are painted well. They look cool under lights and not under lights. They'd be perfect if they had a couple extra head sculpts, but you might be able to pop those heads off with the other Mutant Mayhem figures. They look cool. Like, look at the design of that CHROMEDOME. It's so weird and clunky, and you'd think that it wouldn't be posable, but it is. Look, you got all the extra, like, heads. Speaking of head sculpts, like, it comes with built-in head sculpts. You just hit the button on the back and it flips them. But yeah, you wouldn't think that this would be posable, but it is. And it's got a couple of different joints in there. You know, you can get it into a few different positions. You can get it into combat-ready poses. When I saw it in the box, I just liked the way it looked. It looked like some kind of entity from the back rooms or something, just like big and clunky and weird looking. Like it'd be chasing you around awkwardly, but you still couldn't get away from it. And I loved the design of it. And then to pull it out of the box and find that you can actually get some posing out of it is pretty fun. Nothing complicated, but you can move them around and get them into some combat posing and whatnot. And again, here, like, I'm not looking to pose these characters super well or get them up on flight stands or anything. Like, when I was shooting this, I was just having fun.
I really want to apologize because it wasn't my intention. My intention was just to entertain them.
And I thought about it. I was like, I got to get these in more complicated poses. I got to show off the articulation and everything. But I don't. These are just like, why would I need to do that? Shouldn't I just be able to show you how these are? Anyway, I'm going to show off a little bit of the articulation and posing. But no, like just for a few seconds to show you, like you can get a lot of this. You can get a lot of stuff out of these guys, a lot of the ninja posing. I think that these Mutant Mayhem figures are actually probably some of the better figures in terms of posing that Playmates has ever done. And the design of the turtles lends to that because they're kind of lanky. But I think that just overall they look cool and they play cool and it's fun. And that's that. I am going to start a little Mutant Mayhem collection because of my connection to it and the fact that I just like these figures. Like these are they're really fun figures. Like last summer I got my son the Leonardo with the motorcycle and I ended up playing with it a bunch too because it was just it's just a fun figure. And I think that this, we're real hard on every iteration of the Ninja Turtles. I think that we're extremely hard on Mutant Mayhem for several obvious reasons, but I don't know, man. I kind of like these designs. They're cool. They actually kind of look like teenagers rather than like adult human turtles. Collecting gets so stifling. It's so not fun after a while. It's such a fucking job and it's such a, it just kind of sucks after a while. And these little things for $9, rather than some of these things you buy and they're like $50 and then you put it on the shelf and you never think of it anymore. Let's check this guy out. Unrelated. This is my battle damaged foot soldier. And you spend $50 on it and it sits on a shelf and you never look at it or think of it anymore. It's way in the back somewhere, where the light doesn't hit it well. And then you get one of these for $9 and you can sit there and play with it for fucking days. So it all comes down to like what originally got me into collecting, which is like the joy of it. And these battle ones are just like so fun. You know what I mean? Like that's what the toys are all about to me. I didn't get into collectibles so that I can make an investment into plastic or that I can have a savings account. You know what I mean? I'm going to buy 4 of these so that I can sell a couple of them later. I got into this stuff because I was dying inside and I was desperately looking for something to make me not feel that way anymore. And it helped me connect with my kids. Been a great help forming a relationship with my little ones. And we play with toys together. Papa's got cool toys. They want to spend time in my space because I got cool shit. I'm not allowed to touch most of it. But I didn't get into this stuff for the value of it. I got into it for the attainment, the value-tainment. I got into it for the entertainment of it. I just slowly began to realize that I was becoming one of those collectors that I was getting a little snobby about shit. And these Playmates stuff is helping me break that. Because I have a few of the Playmates reissues. I've got some of the foot soldiers and yada yada. I bought the black pukey April O'Neil that everybody hated because it was hard to find and it was at my Target. And I like that April O'Neil as a piece of Ninja Turtles history because she was so bad. And it doesn't have anything to do with the stuff that people normally are bitching about that April O'Neil. I was specifically put off by the puking thing. I don't know why they had to do that. Other than that, I think that April was fine. April O'Neil can look like whatever as long as she has a relationship with the Turtles that makes sense. Why the fuck was that character puking all over for the entire movie? That's disgusting. Disgusting! And this is why Seth Rogen needs to actually be taken behind the barn and shot. Summarily executed. I think that there shouldn't be any kind of ceremony or even a trial.
Your guilt has been determined. This is merely a sentencing hearing. Now what will it be?
The accusation is the trial for him. It's over. Just do it. Anyway, I say all that to say, I like Mutant Mayhem, okay? And the toys look cool. And what I want is a set of all the Mutant Mayhem bros, but I want them to all do the different stuff. You know how they have the head dropping one and the spinning one and then this one? I want a 4-man team, okay, about all of them doing different stuff. So that's basically that. I mean, Playmates was there in my childhood, and then, you know, it helps you to rediscover your childhood when you're an aging piece of shit who's not looking forward to much later on in life. You got these. Unfortunately, Playmates is losing the license in a couple years ago to Mattel, and we'll see how they do. They'll be fun, too. It's all just fucking toys. Anyway, thanks, guys. Thanks for dropping into the NECA King. Love you guys very much. I will see you down the trail. Bye.